What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be taking a look at Magik against GBR. So we're going to be taking her in against Galactus and Master Mold to see how she can do now that she has her potential realized. So we can get her to level 70, which, as you can see, I do have her at level 70 now. I have her uniform ranked up a little bit more, I think, than last video, or maybe it's the same. Her uniform's at Heroic right now. And I haven't really done much else to her besides that. Pretty much just got her to level 70 because I already had her geared up really well. Oh yeah, I haven't done anything with her gears yet. Only the bottom gear did I get to 22, and that was for that extra crit damage there. Besides that, all of her other gears are still at 20. I'll probably work on that a little bit later because I do like playing Magik. All of her skills are fully leveled up. Her ice weight set is fully awakened. It is Power of the Angry Hulk. And then we do have a ignore dodge crit damage and a 200% damage proc on her. So yeah, I've invested quite a bit in Magik here in terms of the resources because we have a fully awakened set. Most of the Uru that I do have on her are all mythic except for 1 or 2 in there. So I have put a lot into her. Probably could do a little bit better with the Obelisk, but it is a 200% damage proc and has 2 really nice premium stats with the ignore dodge and crit rate, so I didn't really feel the need to put a CTP on her. But of course you could get a little bit more out of her if you put like a CTP of energy on her, because you do get a lot of hits with that 5th skill cancel into the 4th skill kind of combo there. As you can see here, because you have the invincibility, so you're not really going to need that. And I think she even has like super armor, doesn't she? Yeah, super armor as well. So yeah, you don't really need immune to guard break with her, so you can put on a CTP of energy if you wanted to get a little bit more out of Magik here, or even a CTP of rage if you have this uniform, just because she has a really awkward skill rotation. But that's for you to decide after you maybe see a little bit of gameplay here to see if she's even worth putting a CTP on. Yeah, I'll show you the details real fast here. So we have a lot of her stats pretty close to max here. Her attack speed is at 128, almost maxed. Crit rate is a little bit off from max, but we have 63%, which is really nice still. And crit damage is a bit low at 174, but then we have ignore defense at 48% and our skill cooldown of 47%. So pretty much where we need to be for all of her stats to get a lot of DPS out of her. So now that we've kind of gone over the build here, let's go ahead and jump into the 2 fights here against Galactus and Master Mold and see how she did. Alright, so here we are at kind of the end of one of the clears against Galactus here, or the one clear that I actually finished. And I'm just showing this off to kind of show the variation in Magik's damage, just because she has a really awkward skill rotation, so sometimes you can get really off on your damage procs, and that really hurts her damage. Whereas if you kind of can manage to keep the damage procs in line, maybe you have to kind of stall a little bit more than you really want to, even though you have skills up, you do more damage overall. So we have the Captain Marvel doing most of the damage here. So as you can see, we have about 3 minutes left on the clock. So it took about 7 minutes. She did 37. Well, actually, she didn't do most of the damage. The other 2 kind of carried right there. As you can see, for me, I only did 17 million damage in the 7 minutes. So that's probably only going to be about 22 million damage maybe this run if I were going to do damage the entire 10 minutes, which would not really qualify her for being able to do a third of the damage. But here on a different run where I got stuck with pretty bad teammates, so this is a run where I don't actually finish. We have 2 teammates here that don't do really any of the damage, so I'm pretty much doing all of the damage this entire fight here. And you'll see what that looks like. So we'll go ahead and start this up here just so I can show. I was just showing the teammates there, then we'll run in here and we'll skip a little bit towards the end here, show the last minute of this fight, and then you can kind of get a better idea of what Magik looks like when you do a little bit better with your damage procs. So here we go, last minute of the fight. As you can see, he still has 45 bars left, so we're nowhere close to being able to finish this because my teammates, they all died pretty early. That Thor was doing a little bit of damage at the start, but it wasn't really enough to really have a chance here. So now Magik is just going to town here, and you can kind of see a little bit right there when we only get the proc on the 5th skill. It does about, I don't know, like 60% of a bar right there, which is not too bad. But if you get the nice buttery 5 cancel 4 proc, it does closer to like a bar to maybe a bar and change or something like that. So that's kind of the way you want to do it, but with a really long cooldown on the 4th skill, that doesn't happen very often. So as you can see though, her damage is still really nice at level 70 here. I mean, it's nothing crazy compared to other characters, but there's not too many characters that do a third of the damage against Galactus here at level 70. So we got, there we go, timer has run out, so we'll see what we did in this 10 minutes. And there we go. So I did 32 million in that 10 minutes. My damage procs were a lot better, and that definitely qualifies her for doing more than a third of the damage. This is a Master Mold here, but she definitely could do a third of the damage for Galactus. You just have to be pretty good with your damage procs. So we have a tier 3 Captain Marvel and a tier 3 Thanos here to help us out. I don't remember if they did a lot of the damage or not. I don't remember if this was like a Magik solo or if I did a majority of the damage here. But anyway, back to Galactus is, I think she could do a third of the damage. You just have to have a really well-built Magik for that. And you have to make sure that you're hitting your damage procs at least somewhat consistently, or else your damage really does suffer, because those damage procs makes a huge difference in terms of the damage on her skills, because she's got the 5th and the 4th skill for damage. The other skills do not hit very hard, so if you're accidentally getting your damage proc on the 2, 1, or 3, you're not going to have a good time. As you can see here, we're doing quite a bit of damage, so this one I think was a pretty quick clear. And we do have type advantage here. So this is Combat Master Mold. So that's kind of why I decided to do this. So I was like, all right, best case scenario here for Magik, which is probably when you're going to want to use her, because when you see Combat Master Mold up, you're like, all right, what blast characters do I have to get the most clears today? And you just start rattling through them. And we have Wasp here just because I wanted to take out the RNG. I didn't really want to have to keep switching because of debuffs or anything like that, but you can always just use a damage leadership and switch out if you need to, or if you get mind control, just back off so you don't accidentally kill your teammates, and then you'll do more damage than what I'm doing here. But I wanted Wasp just to kind of make this more consistent, so I get a better baseline for Magik and how she performs against Master Mold, and also how she performs against Galactus. So yeah, the bars are melting away here, so you can definitely see she's pumping out some damage. When I pulled up the comparison a little bit earlier, I was in the lead in terms of the damage board. I don't remember who was behind me, but again, they're not really using full support teams right now. They're pretty much just using a leadership and then just 2 random supports with them. So I'm the only one here that's got kind of like a beefed up team in terms of buffing my my DPS up. Alright, so we got 28 bars left, kind of dodging all those skills. But as you can see from the Galactus clear and also from the Master Mold fight right here, Magik has great survivability. That heal is really nice. It's consistent enough to keep her topped off. The invincibility on the 5th skill is super nice. She has kind of partial to somewhat long iframes on the 2nd skill and the 3rd skill. I think the 2nd skill is the longer one. Either way, I can't remember, but she has really good survivability, so that's why she's kind of fun to play. She does great damage for regular game modes as well, like Shadowland. She does very well because she doesn't have anything to really set herself apart. She doesn't have like all defense down or stuff like that, but she just pumps out a lot of raw damage, which is really nice. So here we go, we're getting punched by Master Mold right there, but we don't even care. He only pierced our immunity one time there when he was doing that, and then we just healed right back up, so it didn't really matter. Got his HP phase, which is going down quite a bit, and I love how long the dot damage or the animation continues on the 5th skill. It's just really nice. And then there we go again. See, even from that jump attack, we took hardly any damage. I mean, we do have class advantage, so that is reducing the damage a little bit and allowing us to take the hit better. But yeah, I don't know, she's tanky and she has damage, so that's why I like using her. Alright, last little bit here. We should be finishing it off, and we'll see how we actually did. It took us 4 minutes, it looks like. Yep, took us 4 minutes. What did we do? Alright, 4 minutes, we did half the damage. We did 49% of the damage, which comes out to 31 million in this case, and that was 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So that means Magik could do a full kind of solo clear of Master Mold in what? A little under 7 minutes? Or wait, no, a little over 7 minutes, what I'm talking about here. So like 7.5 minutes, 7 minutes and 40 seconds would take her to fully solo Master Mold. So that's pretty good in my book. So overall, I mean, I'm happy with Magik. The uniform buffed her up enough, but the level 70 I think was the kind of determining factor here. With that level 70, that just makes her able to compete in all of these game modes, where she's normally locked out of it because she's only level 60. So now we can kind of see more of her potential here in terms of what her damage, should be at. So yeah. And I'm happy with Magik. Take these results with it as you will, if you wanted to build her from this or not. But I'm happy with the results. We're able to clear Galactus with a third of the damage, provided I play well. And then for Master Mold, even if I play bad, it looks like I'd still be able to pretty much carry my other teammates if I needed to. So that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.